Hello and thank you for joining us for WMBF News at 4. I'm Mandy Noell. If you step outside right now, it's no secret. It's hot, it's humid, it's a little dangerous too. There's a heat advisory in effect until 7 tonight. Today was another day of sunshine. It was very hot outside, very high temperatures. Andy, you know what I'm talking about. In the past few hours, severe storms have moved through the South Strand. Heavy rain, gusty winds. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Mandy Noell. Tonight, a homicide investigation is underway in Lumberton. Today at 4, we have reporters and meteorologists across the area and in the studio bringing you the latest on the story of the day, weather conditions. Welcome to WMBF News at 4. After a house fire shuts down a busy road, we're looking into why there isn't a fire hydrant in every neighborhood. 4. It's going viral on Facebook. A Myrtle Beach lifeguard caught sleeping on the job. Why people are saying they now have a false sense of security when they go to the beach. And we now know the names of the suspects charged with the murder of a Conway man whose body was lying in their home. Their names and the future they face. Hello and thank you for joining us for WMBF News at 4. I'm Mandy Noell. If you step outside right now, it's no secret. It's hot, it's humid. It's a little dangerous too. There's a heat advisory in effect until 7 tonight. Chief Meteorologist Jamie Arnold, you're monitoring the afternoon forecast and how this heat is affecting our evening hours, right?
Yeah.
And when you go to the beach, you should feel safe when you see a lifeguard, but it could be a false sense of security. Take a look at this video gaining a lot of attention on our Facebook page right now.
Oh, hello.
You see it there. A Myrtle Beach lifeguard was apparently asleep on the job, and a Facebook user posted a video of him waking the lifeguard up. The user says he was walking along the beach around 3 in the afternoon on Sunday. He saw the lifeguard sleeping at his post around 4th Avenue North, and he started recording. Lax Beach Service is the company that provides lifeguards to most beaches in Myrtle Beach. A spokesman for the company says they will look into the video and they'll turn it over to a manager to get to the bottom of the problem. They know this behavior is extremely dangerous for beachgoers. If a lifeguard is caught sleeping, they're liable to be severely disciplined, maybe even fired. Coming up ahead at 5, Amy Littman will have more on this story with a live report. And new at 4, we just got the arrest warrants for the suspects charged with murdering the man whose body was found on a mattress in a Conway area home. Those warrants say Diane Durkin and James Rosenbaum beat the victim in the head and body with a baseball bat, and that's what killed him. Durkin and Rosenbaum were arrested yesterday afternoon. Take a look. These are their mugs. They've been charged with murder. Horry County officers say they found the two sitting on a couch in the home along Highway 548. And Roy Davis's body was on a mattress in that home. The Horry County coroner says he died of blunt force trauma. The arrest warrants show Rosenbaum and Durkin gave statements about what happened, and those statements, along with evidence at the scene, led officers to the conclusion a baseball bat was used to beat Davis. Both suspects are being held at J. Reuben Long Detention Center. And a South Carolina Highway Patrol trooper is recovering after a crash involving a suspect in Marion County. Around 8:50 this morning, the trooper tried to pull over a driver for a traffic violation on Highway 31. That driver, though, did not stop. The short chase ended on Highway 41 in Marion when the suspect came to a stop, but then backed into the trooper trying to crash into him. The trooper avoided the collision, but the suspect then turned his vehicle around and crashed into the trooper's driver's side door and took off. The suspect was caught a short time later by Marion County deputies. The trooper was taken to an area hospital, treated, and released. The suspect, later identified as Leo Boatwright, he's charged with failure to stop for blue lights, speeding, and driving an uninsured vehicle. A city in the PD is taking steps tonight to build a new recreation center focusing on community improvement and attracting tourists. That's where we find Ken Baker in the city of Darlington showing us where the new center could be. Eric, I do also want to point out Plantation Apartments is right off of Rittenhouse Road. That is directly across from Socastee High School off 707. As you mentioned, Horry County police officers out here just confirmed for me a couple minutes ago that they are investigating this as a possible meth lab. Their meth techs are on the way to the scene here. It's this apartment. If you look around, you can see over here and over here, there's crime scene tape. You're not allowed to cross. This building is where our crews saw fire officials bringing in hoses. The sidewalk along Mr. Joe White Avenue is completely caution taped off because it is covered with charred debris and broken glass after fire officials had to get inside this building to try to put out the flames. The 3 people who were arrested by federal agents this morning, we are told, were granted bond and are being processed out of this building. Now, we are not allowed to take our cell phones, our laptops, our cameras past these gates. That sign pretty much sums up our day. Everything has been hush hush, so much so we weren't even allowed inside the courtroom. What's stopping people from walking from their hotels on Ocean Boulevard to the businesses here on Kings Highway? Well, today we may blame all of the lovely rain, but any other day, if you take a look across the street, the sidewalk there is very narrow. The sidewalk on my side of the street, well, there's not one. This is on Rabun Road in Aner. Crews with Horry County Fire Rescue and Conway Fire are out here now. You may be able to see all the lights in the distance. We're a half mile up from where this home actually is. Campus is mostly quiet right now. This guy's not really talking. He's flexing his muscles and working on his game face. But another day of competition means another day that CCU's name is in the national spotlight. Well, all this talk about sports and football has me excited for the college football season, which is starting soon.
You know, we're less than 2 months away, so I can't wait either.
Can't wait for my Hokies.
There you go.
And your Gamecocks.
Let's just go to break.
Sensitive subject. We'll be right back with another check on the weather. While you were sleeping, more gunfire erupted during a standoff with a suspect in a college parking garage. That suspect is dead this morning. Dallas police say they will not stop looking for suspects until they're confident they've got all of them. 2 of the suspects in custody this morning were taken in by police after a traffic stop. The death of Alton Sterling is sparking outrage across the country this morning. Last night in Philadelphia, protesters disrupted rush hour traffic. And coming up in our next block, we remember the victims of the Dallas shootings as fathers, protectors, and friends. The legacies they leave behind, that's just ahead. Tomorrow is the start of a 2-day study in the Grand Strand to determine what's working and what isn't when it comes to our local tourism industry. Rescuers are coming together today to develop a new plan of action to try and find a 12-year-old missing swimmer. And new details for you today at 4. The North Carolina teen who died in a wood chipper accident in Kings Mountain was laid to rest today. Thousands of lives could be saved every year by doing 2 simple things. You hear it from us all the time. Wear your seatbelts and don't drink and drive. And SLED is looking into the officer-involved shooting that sent 1 man to the hospital. A man reportedly threatened Anderson County deputies with a brick last night. Tonight at 11, the Marlboro County Sheriff's Office is searching for a man they believe was involved in a kidnapping this morning, and they want your help to figure out who he is. Good news tonight for shoppers looking for more options. A new neighborhood Walmart is now open on 3915 North Kings Highway here in Myrtle Beach. The new store will benefit locals by offering up to 95 jobs in the community. Walmart will also offer fresh produce, meat, and groceries for customers, as always 24/7. Other features of the store include a full pharmacy, electronics department, and fuel station. The location of this new store also boasts some past importance. Interesting. Walmart says it believes in giving back to its local communities. During the grand opening celebration, Walmart will present $8,000 worth of grants to local community groups. And if you're looking for the perfect gown at the right price, it can be a little bit stressful for already stressed brides. But our own WMBF News deal diva, Christelle Bell, is live right now from a local bridal salon to explain how you can find the perfect dress without breaking the bank. Christelle. Beautiful dresses. Thank you, Christelle. Well, you've heard history has a history of repeating itself. No words are more true. Since the Pokemon craze we can't seem to stop hearing about has returned, the series took off in the early 2000s. It was a big part of television and the gaming industry for a long time. In fact, it's returned now to give people what they really wanted. Pokemon, of course, all along. Meredith Heline is out to share that with you now.
Better storm chances for the weekend, but that also means at least a little bit of a drop in those temperatures. Low 90s as we head towards Saturday and Sunday.
Sounds good coming from here. Bad news for some beachgoers, good news for my plants.
Yeah, plants, the garden's going to need it. They got a nice week's worth of watering, but again, typical afternoon stuff. They're in, they're out, you'll be out and about in no time.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Jamie. Donald Trump met again today with Indiana Governor Mike Pence. Amid speculation, Pence could be Trump's pick as a running mate. Trump is even calling for Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg to resign after she made some critical comments about him that are stunning court watchers tonight. Steve Handelsman in Washington with the latest. Thanks, Jamie. And in the wake of the recent drownings on those beaches in our area, you need to be prepared in case someone near you gets into trouble. In today's topic, our own Eric Weisfeld shows you how to act in an emergency situation.